Hi, and welcome to City Happenings. I'm Mayor David Black. Papillion is honored to host a U.S. Naturalization Ceremony and have one of our own as the keynote speaker. We'll take you to the event that saw 16 people become United States citizens. The Papillion Senior Center continues offering great programs for local seniors. One program is a seminar on keeping your brain healthy as you age. You'll get some tips on doing just that. We'll also take you to a ribbon cutting for a new apartment complex at 96th and West 6th Street. Please enjoy these stories and City Happenings for the week of October 2nd.
Thanks, Mayor Black. Papillion was one of 4 places in the country hosting a U.S. Naturalization Ceremony on Constitution Day. 16 people were sworn in as U.S. citizens. As a first-generation American, I'm thankful that my father chose to leave his native land and begin a new life in America.
He had a dream, and he followed that dream. He worked his way from the West Coast to the East, and he did menial tasks for room and board. He saw the majestic purple mountains of the Rocky Mountains. He went through the American desert. He came through Omaha. He described South 10th Street to me, because he stayed where the American Heritage Museum is. It was a train station. He took the train and was there. He came across the plains. He went through the Rust Belt, landed on the East Coast, went up the Atlantic Corridor, and he finally landed in Boston, where I'm from. He met my mom. And this is another kind of a joke in our family. His first official job in America, he played guitar in a traveling orchestra. So my dad was like touring. I mean, he was like the early day rock and roller, just touring all over the place. He met my mom. They got married. My sister and I were born. My dad started his own business. And it all started with that first step off the boat in 1929. That is truly the American dream, and all of you have that ahead of you. All of you.
These excited and happy people took the oath of allegiance, and then,
on behalf of everybody here, the Papillion Historical Society, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, congratulations. You're now a U.S. citizen.
the Papillion Senior Center offers many programs for seniors. One has a brain health expert sharing helpful information on keeping aging brains healthy.
As one ages, we have some 80 billion nerve cells in our brain, and they need nourishment. They need to be activated, and they need to be stimulated by a variety of different means, of which I'll discuss this afternoon. Adequate nutrition, exercise, and the brain is very analogous to say a plant that needs water and it needs fertilizer, as does the brain.
Dr. Dunning says other factors have an effect on our brains.
And then you throw in how does smoking have an effect on the brain, and sleep, hydration. So there's a lot of variables that come into play to keep the brain going.
There's something called neuroplasticity.
It's a relatively new term, and it's basically what it is. Is the brain capable of activating neurons that just haven't been used?
Retraining the brain is not an easy thing.
Making a major lifestyle change in terms of how you activate the brain through nutrition, and it's hard. It's very difficult when you're 60, 70 years old to all of a sudden say, I'm going to be more attentive to fruits and vegetables and to fish. I'm going to cut down my fried food. I'm going to cut back on my smoking. I'm going to enhance my cortical activity in terms of crossword puzzles, Sudoku, a variety of things like that.
Here are some day-to-day hints for a healthy brain.
You have to monitor your blood pressure and your cholesterol. I mean, those are two things to work in harmony with your physician. You know, and the physician is really kind of the focal point, the axle on which you should rotate. Activate the brain cells is rehearsal, rehearsal, rehearsal. Is that, if, for instance, one of the most common things, I can't remember names. That's one of the most common complaints of the adult. And if you meet somebody, if you graphically wrote that down, so then you stimulate different parts of the brain, not only verbally but graphically, and then review it once in a while, it's much easier to remember that name.
Papillion sees another ribbon cutting as a new apartment complex opens near South 96th Street.
Thanks to the city for working with us. It's been it's sometimes, you know, the city of Papillion and they say things are difficult. They're really not. It's a great place to do business. It's a great place to raise a family and a great place to be, and we're thriving here. So we appreciate the fact that we're in Papillion.
I think you said it right. Sometimes we get a perception of being difficult to work with, and that perception sometimes in the development community. But I think what we have is a high standard of a product we know we want. And a lot of it surrounds community, and community is important, and you guys understand that, and you brought a need to the market. Talked to some people that said, why don't we just move to Midtown or Exarban Village, and they want that style of living, but they said, but I was born and raised in Papillion or La Vista or Sarpy County, and they want to stay home. What was always home, they want to stay here. So you guys have just done a great job, and I just really appreciate what you've done for the community with this.
Thanks,
Congratulations.
Mayor. Thanks, Mayor. Appreciate it.
3, 2, 1.
We want you to know that the Papillion Senior Center holds its annual Fall Festival on Saturday, October 7th at the Senior Center on Limerick Road. Come out and support the Senior Center. There are lots of ways to stay up to date with what's happening. You can find us on Facebook, follow the City of Papillion on Twitter, or even watch our YouTube channel. Information about all of our departments and programs is available on our website. For more about Papillion, go to www.papillion.org or just call the Mayor's Hotline at 402-827-1111. Thanks for watching.